Here we have a salesperson that the owner of the company says is struggling. When we look at what's not going well, if we look at what's happening here when we're losing this 56.8%, we notice that one of the areas stands out dramatically. And that area is poor fit. We walked away. So 27% of the time, what's happening to this salesperson is he's prospecting, he's qualifying the prospect for the meeting, he's bringing that prospect into their office for a meeting, and in that first meeting, even after talking on the phone with the prospect, they're saying, oh, this customer's not good for us, we're walking away, it's a bad fit, it doesn't make sense. So if we look at his prospecting activities, which we know phone call from cold calling, we see that he's going in, getting some deals, he backs off on his prospecting, then he increases it, then he drops it, then he increases it, then he drops it. So not only is the salesperson being dismissive, he's probably being dismissive in times when there's a lot of things in the pipeline and he feels like he has the right to say this isn't a good fit and not work as hard to sell. But then in the rest of the times when people come in, he's bringing in people too early that aren't really qualified in order to get those meetings scheduled and his pipeline to be built up, and that's blowing up in his face at the same time. So this just isn't an attitude problem. This just isn't somebody being dismissive. He also has a problem where he's not prospecting consistently. So the first thing that you have to do with a salesperson like this is get them to commit from daily behaviors, no matter what their pipeline looks like, that they are prospecting at all times, and that meetings with customers and new closed business is not an excuse not to prospect. And then the second thing we have to do is to make sure that he's not dismissing them too quickly. He's not saying this client is not good for us before he's had an opportunity to address the red flags that have come up to see if those things can be resolved. So we're not just ending them and escorting them out the door and saying, this isn't going to work for us. We've actually tried to fix it, see if it can be repaired. And if it can't be repaired, then we're truly disqualifying.